Hello, Janet.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Okay. How's your day?
Pretty good. I was busy all day running errands with my mom and to the bank and went out for lunch. So we had a pretty good day.
Okay. So how have your goals have been? Can you restate what you've gone through the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, I've been trying to eat better, but that's my goal is to eat better and to eat better. I have to get better choices in my lifestyle. So I go off the wagon sometimes, eating sweets here and there, and I know that's probably obviously not good for me. But I try to put a lot of fruit in my diet and fiber and skim milk and all that kind of to less fat.
So what options have you taken different? And what were some choices that you've done 2 weeks ago that you might have changed throughout the 2 weeks?
I probably eat less sweets and drink more water and try to walk more. I try to eat, not try to eat in between meals like I used to do that, more so, but now I'm trying to cut down on that. So.
How do you feel about that? Do you feel that you're doing a better job, or?
Yeah, I think I make better choices. Instead of grabbing a cookie, I'll grab like an apple or a piece of fruit. Or instead of putting butter on something, I'll put peanut butter on an apple instead of.
Okay. So what was the second goal that we went over last?
Put more physical activity in my daily routine. I try to walk more, walk around the block a couple times. Try to go on my treadmill, which I used to do before, but I cut down on that, and now I'm trying to go back to that.
So how often do you work out?
I'll probably maybe walk. I'd like to walk once a day, but with the weather, if it's weather permitting, otherwise I go on my treadmill, which I don't always do, but I try to do that, in the morning for about maybe half an hour. So.
Okay, and then we also had a third goal that you mentioned in our first time. What was that again?
The portion control. Yeah, I tried to put less on the plate, so I will choose a lunch plate instead of a dinner plate to put for all my meals. So a dinner plate will become a lunch plate portion, so it'll be less than put on there. So.
Now, are you familiar with some type of portion control like tactics? I mean, I have a handout here that kind of serving size visuals. So like here, like 1 cup of fruit would be like a size of a baseball, or half a cup is about 2 golf balls or 7 cotton balls. So I mean, this is a good handout that you can look over to give good portion controls, just to visualize it instead of just putting it on your plate.
That'd be good, because I really need something to look back on to help me keep my lifestyle going in the right direction, because sometimes I'll say, oh, I really want that, and I'll just say, oh, forget it, I'll do it tomorrow. But I think if I put this on my refrigerator and look at it, and I think it will give me a good guideline each day, and it will help me a lot.
And also, I know you wanted to eat a little bit healthier foods, so I also have another handout that's got some snacks that you could possibly eat for in between meals. I mean, you got some stuff like here. We have about 12 here. I mean, you don't have to necessarily eat exactly what this is, but
it's a substitute of what I've been grabbing before.
Yeah, it's a good overview of what you can eat.
Okay.
It's interested to you, so you can look at these when we're not in our interview.
Okay.
So how do you feel that you're doing with your physical or with your portion control? Do you feel like it's better than it was?
Yeah, I think it is, and I think once I get used to it, I feel that it's a routine then, and I feel better at myself, because when you eat less, you feel better and you have more energy, and I feel like I have more energy by eating. It's less when you don't eat that heavy stuff, like maybe a piece of pound cake is better than is not as good as an apple. It's lightweight, and so I feel better. So, and that makes me have a better day, because then I don't get tired so fast.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you used to just eat 3 meals a day, and then you just had?
I would have 3 to 8 meals a day, and then I would have like a snack in the mid-afternoon and have a snack every night, which is bad.
Yeah.
Now it's better because I'm thinking that by choosing the right foods like fruit instead of a piece of pound cake or a cookie, that is better for me. And going to bed at night, it's less to digest. It's easier.
Okay. So, do you feel that you could? Well, first off, how is a daily routine with your food? With your family and stuff? Are you always cooking, or do you have convenient foods like fast food to buy for the family?
Well,
Time.
I try to cook every day. There are times that our schedules are so off that I will pick up convenience food like Italian beef and chop suey or pizza. And I know those are probably not good choices, but they're the choice of the day because of how the day is going. But I try to cook, and I do 3 meals a day. Like, obviously, everybody has different schedules in the morning. I'm home all day. My husband goes to work at 5, so he has his breakfast, and my kids have their breakfast by themselves. And lunch, I will have by myself or with my mom. My mom's living with us for 6 months now until we know where she's going to live because she's 90. So I either have lunch with her or we together, and then dinner I always make every night. Like I said, I might have other choices by convenience food when it happens to be that way. But so, and I serve a meat, a potato, and a vegetable.
So when you go out grocery shopping, do you feel that you always get a lot of junk food, or do you get good health, or do you get variety?
Variety.
Variety.
Yeah.
Can you explain?
Okay. I always try to get vegetables because that's obviously important, and I always get the meat and fish. We do fish too, and then the potatoes. I always do those three choices. Of course, my husband always wants some kind of sweet at night, so I always have to have some kind of something in the house. So that is a drawback for me. So I have to learn to say no while he says yes, and so that's why that will be the junk food, or I will have that in the house for my kids for having when they come in and out. They want some like pizzas or whatever. So I go to the frozen foods for that. I get ice cream because I like that. So I guess if it's in the house, I'm tempted to have it, but I try to draw back from it. But I do get a variety of things in the store.
So do you grocery shop yourself? Or
yes, I do.
You do?
I sometimes have my daughter with me, but for the most part, I do it myself.
And do you feel that if you had someone else grocery shop with you, your choices would be better to eat or worse?
I think it could go either way. I could have better choices by myself, or if I had somebody with that's into, like if I had you with, I probably would make better choices because you have a knowledge of the nutrition that you're setting forth in front of me right now. So I think if I had a guideline maybe in person, that might be a better thing for me. And then when I could continue doing that in my shopping. But it could go both ways. I could I always tend probably to do, the dinner, the lunch, and the breakfast, but I always will have some kind of like junk food because people in my house want that. And so I try to go through the fruit as my I don't call it junk food, as my treat, as while they have their junk food for their treat. So I've been better with that. So I think that will help me. Like I said, it makes me feel better when I eat better foods.
Right. Do you feel that maybe your husband, your kids, kind of? I know they say you kind of buy it for them, but are they conscientious about what they eat, or they just eat?
Yeah, my boys are very conscious of what they eat. They watch what they eat because they have knowledge of it. They work out every day. My daughter eats well, and then sometimes she'll eat the junk food, but it's probably because she's younger, so she's in her 20s, so she's got a better metabolism than I do at 56. So my husband probably could do better eating too, so I think if I start cooking better for the both of us, we would have a better, healthier lifestyle. And the kids, I think what they do, they eat well and they have their junk food, but if they work out, I feel like it compensates for their habits. So
do you feel that if you try to get your husband or your kids to maybe try to eat or try to give them healthier options if you didn't buy the junk food,
right.
do you think that would make them want to eat better, or make them just get more convenient foods on the way?
Yeah, I think if I didn't have it in the house, they wouldn't be eating it. I don't know if they would buy it on their own, but I think if I would get them acclimated to eating that all the time, that they would put that in their routine and they would be eating healthier.
Okay, so now I understood that you wanted to eat better because you did have, I think it was a couple years ago, you said that you went on a diet and you lost 23 pounds.
Yeah.
And then you slowly gained it back. Now, talk about that.
Okay, I wanted to lose weight for a reunion, so I did it gradually because that's the way to do it. So I kind of averaged 3 pounds a month. So I lost like 23, 24 pounds in 8 months. So I did that and I was successful with that. But it was because I was eating salad, fish, which is good, low-fat soups, being real cautious what was, I put on my toast, how much margarine I put on there, and jelly and all that. I was being really more pinpointed, and that's why I think I was successful. But by doing that for 8 months, and I was really happy, and I felt better. I got into my size clothes I felt better with that. I felt better energy-wise. But once the reunion was over, then the holidays came, and then I just kind of saw all that stuff in front of me, and I think it's because I ate the same stuff all the time, and I was getting bored with the same stuff. So I think what I like to do is to get a better lifestyle, but not to go on a diet, but to eat properly and portion. Because if I eat a little bit of this, then I won't be missing that, and treat myself once in a while.
Right.
Yeah.
So, are you aware of what type of foods that are healthy, or do you just know certain ones that you just kind of go off of all the time?
Well, I know fruits are healthy, but I know a lot of fruits have, sugar in them already, So I know if you eat less sugar, then, your weight can go down and it's better for you as well. Drink a lot of water is good for you. It flushes your system out instead of drinking pops and sodas. I don't like that. So that's what I did before. I drank a lot of water. I drank coffee, black coffee, sometimes with just skim milk. And I would have no sugar products and stuff like that. And I think that's what helped. But because I didn't have it, I think I craved it back, and so I ate too much and of that kind of stuff. So I need to kind of coast and plateau it, so I would eat, maybe get some of it, but not too much of it, and then I won't be craving it, and then really gouge, and then you gain the weight back. So if I do it a gradual way of eating, it'd be good.
So do you feel that you eat foods based off emotion or based off stress?
Yes.
Okay.
So if I'm stressed, I will eat. Some people don't eat. I eat because it occupies my time to get through the stressful thing. I'm going through a lot of stress right now. Like I said, my mother's 90 years old. We're trying to make a decision, and I'm the main person making all the decision with my siblings. So I think a lot of stress is on me. I have a lot going on right now. So I will tend to grab because it's there. I think if it's not there, I think that's what I need to do, not to buy this stuff. Then I would be grabbing healthier food. So stress is a big thing why I eat. I really think so. So I need to get less stress and more exercise and get my problems solved with my mother.
Do you feel that you have any coping with stress, any types of things that cope with stress, like, I don't know, physical activity or watching TV or watching movies?
I watch TV to relieve the stress. I will go out with my husband we go out every Saturday out to eat. It's just the two of us just to talk about everything, and I think that talking eliminates stress just to, make me feel better if I'm making the right choices. So I think that relieves it, just talking to my husband, or sometimes just being alone and just listening to music, or even driving. When I drive by myself, I can just drive and I just kind of relax. So, but when I'm in the house, the food's there, and that's why I think that is a bad thing. So
you pretty much need